Am I actually recommending an Asus product on an AMD GPU? Well, actually yes. So welcome guys to the Asus Prime RX 9070 XT review. And a little but very important disclaimer is I am one of the few YouTubers which is not sponsored by anyone, because nobody is sending me GPUs. I buy them all. So they're not for me, they're for clients, but I buy them all. This is completely independent and I can literally say that the component is trash, nobody's gonna get mad. With that said, today I wanted to review this card, and I have been reviewing quite a bit of GPUs on the channel lately, and you guys have been liking it, also because I tell you if something is really bad, like that Inno3D RTX 5080. I also try to review only cards which are outstandingly good or outstandingly bad. I try not to cover a pretty average card where the whole review is basically, yes, this looks decent, and yes, this works, because I think it's pretty boring. So with that said, this card is good. I think you should buy it. I think at the moment, I'm from Europe, Italy to be precise. In Italy, it is one of the best priced models which you can buy. The only problem it has, it doesn't have RGB, and in my personal and very debatable opinion, it looks very bad. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you. But if you can get over the looks, this thing is quiet, goes fast, has a double switch BIOS, lots of connectivity, decent packaging, decent build quality, even though it's all plastic, but the actual heatsink under the plastic is good, and overall it has no reason why I should not recommend it. So let's be professional and let's start from the unboxing. So the box is cool, you open it up, you get nothing except a manual and the GPU itself, which I like. I don't like wasting money on stuff. It's also not a premium GPU, so it's to be expected. Lots of peel off to do, maybe a little bit too many, but it makes you feel like you bought something cool, and Asus is really good at doing that. The card feels relatively heavy. It is a dual slot design, but actually it will not fit in a single dual slot. It's more of a 2.5 slot due to the cooler, with the usual pass-through design on top, a dual BIOS switch, and very standard input-output port, and a triple 8-pin power connector. I like the Prime writing on the front, but as I told you in the intro, basically, it's very cheap. It's all plasticky. Yes, it looks decent, but I don't like it especially. I think the Asus Prime RTX 5070 looks 10 times better. I don't know why they kind of did this very cheap design over here, but whatever. If we go ahead and install it, it runs very well. It's plug and play, it's gonna work wherever, it doesn't have any kind of issues to report. And if you look at the heatsink, by the side, there are no bent or ruined thermal pads like we've had on quite a lot of other GPUs on the channel, unfortunately. I decided to run all my tests in performance mode. The quiet mode is actually very similar. It doesn't really do much on the clocks, but it does run the fan quite a lot quieter. But really, on the performance, it's more than quite enough. I put it in a Silence Glam case, the one we've had on the channel very soon, and I put it in place of a 5080, and to my surprise, the card, after being undervolted and overclocked, as I show in my tutorials, wasn't behind a 5080 at all. It was behind, but the gaming experience you got was the exact same. So this is a card I think you should buy. It's cheap. It's 900 bucks. The Firestrike score also represents that. The Firestrike score is of course stock. If you were to overclock or undervolt it, it's gonna get around 10% more. The headroom there, it's massive, but it's mostly massive in terms of temperature reduction and power reduction. You don't get such a big performance increase by tweaking on this generation, unless you wanna go with a very aggressive overclock. I know it seems pretty short, but really, there's not much else to do. I think you should buy this card. It's well priced. If it goes up in price, don't buy it. It's one of the few products from Asus where you don't pay the brand because it's a Prime model, and it's not a ROG or Astral card where you pay a lot of the branding. The only thing left is to ask you guys to please drop a comment if you encounter anything bad with this card, because I want to use my channel as also a little community where we can discuss if anything goes bad. And if you decided to buy something else instead, drop a comment and I'll try to buy it and also review that one. And with that said, see you guys in the next one. If you watched the video this far and you like my short reviews, maybe drop a like and subscribe. Bye bye.